Okay, so today we're going to talk about request paragraphs. We'll start off with a review, but the main sort of thrust of this class should be request paragraphs. Can everyone see this? Can everyone see this here? Do you all
Yes.
see my... Okay, fantastic. So, guys, we're going to start off with a review, as I said. Then I'm going to sort of show you some sentence types, okay, like to use in the request paragraph, and then we're going to practice, okay? So let's get started. Let's review what we spoke about. Let's talk about from the very beginning, guys, all right? So layout. I'm going to just quickly draw something. You guys tell me layout. This is an OET letter. What's this, everyone? What's this?
Date.
Date.
The date. And then what's this?
Address.
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 Wait, that's too big. Let me just put this here. And then what's this, guys?
Salutation.
Regarding and salutation.
Like the RE line, right? Regarding Mrs. Jones, age 46. Then we have
Salutation.
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 now, of course, Carmen, you can put the some people like to put the RE line here below the salutation. That's okay.
Yeah, I forgot about the regarding, that's why.
Date as well. Some people prefer date underneath the address. You can do this. Okay, what's this final thing, guys?
Sign up.
The sign up, right? And if I know the patient already, am I going to say sincerely or faithfully?
Sincerely.
Sincerely. I don't know them.
You're faithfully.
And that's usually to do with whether you have the name or not, right? Do you have the name or not have the name? Okay, so this is the layout. Now, this is what paragraph is this, guys?
Introduction.
Introduction. And what paragraph?
Introduction.
Paragraph.
Request.
Okay. And do we always need these in the letter?
Yes.
Essential.
Usually that's the best way. Then inside my paragraphs, do I always do the same thing or can it change?
No,
Change.
it's different.
It'd be different, right? So it's like a sandwich. You're always going to have these ones. You always need them. Introduction paragraph, request paragraph. And then inside you can have many different styles of paragraph. Give me some examples. Rinsimol, maybe Talita, maybe mailing. Inside my letter, I can have, for example, a timeline paragraph, right? I can have, what else can I have, guys? Everyone then. Mailing, come on, I asked you there. Can you say hello? Rukaya.
Hello, Alain.
Background history.
Yeah, exactly. Carmen's waiting to answer. Come on, mailing.
Hello.
Fine, background. What
Hello,
else?
Alan.
It's okay.
Medication paragraph.
Medication. Rukaya, go.
Treatment paragraph.
Appointment.
Appointments.
Appointments.
It's usually those four. I mean, you could have another one. Maybe you have something else, but usually these ones. Okay. All right. So we studied this already. We already studied this just quickly as well. What about inside? Actually, inside the paragraphs. What do I put inside my paragraphs? What goes inside?
Case.
Yeah, we choose
Relevant information.
case notes, right, guys? Oops, I don't know where this has gone. Oops, wow. We choose case notes, right? So we choose case notes to go inside paragraphs. And how do we choose them, Carmen? How do we choose the case notes? What is a good case note? You remember what we said?
We have to see what is appropriate and what is relevant for the reader. We have to know what the reader wants to see, what he needs to.
Not quite. You said one is appropriate, one is relevant. No, that's not right. Relevant is two things, Carmen, right? So relevant can mean appropriate, or relevant can be
Needed.
right? Both of them are relevant. What does relevant mean, guys?
It means it's good to understand.
It means well, in OET, it means it's going to go inside the letter, probably. Okay. So what is the difference, Carmen, between appropriate and needed content?
Well, appropriate, it's maybe he needed, maybe not, and needed, it's very important.
Yeah, I like that. So, guys, maybe yes, maybe no. You might disagree with another nurse, right?
Yeah.
Be some disagreement here, but needed. There's no disagreement. It's very clear. It must be. It must be in. Okay. You guys are nurses. You know the difference. You will know already the difference, right? For example, you're going to provide wound care for the patient. Do you think we need to give details about the wound?
Yes.
Of course we do. That would be needed information, right? Bandages, elevate the leg or whatever. Okay, let's say the patient is depressed. You're giving wound care, but the patient is depressed. That would be appropriate. Like maybe that's going to be helpful, maybe. Opposite of relevant is
Irrelevant.
Relevant.
okay? And that might be like patient has a cat, right? Or patient maybe 20 years ago retired, right? These kinds of things are just not relevant to the case, okay? So this is just reviewing. Last thing, how do I avoid writing really long letters? How can I
Summarizing.
Exactly, guys. We need to avoid, right? To avoid writing really long letters. How many, Anna, how many words should we write?
200 words
I
at
think
least
OET advice, is it 180 to
to
what's the OET
200.
advice? Is it 220, I think, maybe? Okay.
250.
Yeah. Try not to go over 220. It doesn't matter, actually. You can write 230. You could write 250. Sometimes that's okay. This is just a guide only. What does that mean, guide? A guide only. It's a number of words. Anyone? If I say this is a guide only, what does that mean?
It's like just
Approximately.
a proposal, like
It's almost like approximately. Does everyone know that? Approximately. So this is an approximate, all right? They're not going to fail you, penalize you if you go a little bit over. But we do need to try to summarize things, okay? Sometimes we need to summarize things, and I didn't really have a lot of time to talk about that. I'll try to talk about that on Friday, okay? Very quickly, does anyone remember the 4 ways to summarize? Now, I didn't talk for very long about this, but does anyone remember the 4 ways to summarize I said this week?
Referencing.
That would be number 2, referencing, yeah. What's number 1, best one?
Main idea.
Use main ideas, okay. What else, guys?
Linguistic.
Listing.
Something called listing, and last one,
And listen. Listen.
okay. I'll talk more about these later. I know we didn't really talk in any detail. What's the most important way to summarize, though? The best way to summarize?
Main idea.
That's this one, okay. Kim, Marwa, Noam, what does summarize mean? What does that actually mean?
To sum up.
Make it short.
To concise.
Make it concise. Concise is not a verb, okay, guys? Too concise? No, concise is an adjective, right? So concise is an adjective meaning no extra detail, just what you need, right? Okay, so main idea. Can anyone give me an example of a main idea summary that you might use? Does anyone remember my example I gave?
She was treated accordingly.
Yeah, okay, she was, you could even, she was treated. That's a summary, isn't it?
Vital sign is normal. Limit.
Vital signs are normal, right? There you go. Vitals are normal. Vital signs are normal.
Her stay in the hospital was not complicated.
Yeah, anything where you're not really giving the details of it. You're just saying he was treated, right? You could say he had some symptoms. Am I saying what the symptoms are?
No.
Right? Now, summarizing is not always good. Just one last thing before we move on. Remember, summarizing is not always good. sometimes it can be very bad. Imagine you're writing to an ophthalmologist. What's that, guys? Ophthalmologist.
Eye
Eye
specialist.
Eye doctor.
specialist.
Eye specialist.
Let's imagine we're saying, like, you know, dear Dr. Jones or whatever, and he's an ophthalmologist, right? Here he is, dear Dr. Jones. Let's imagine in here you say, Mr. Green has eye issues. Stop. No more details. Is that good?
No.
No.
For an ophthalmologist, that would be terrible summarizing, because he needs to know exactly the symptoms, right? You cannot just say issues. So it's like a balance. Summarizing, we'll talk about this tomorrow, okay? But it's a balance. And it's very, very important in OET to get that right. You can fail your exam if you don't get the summarizing correct, okay? But I'll talk about it tomorrow. What are we studying today? What are we studying
The
today?
request paragraph.
Yeah, and what did we study yesterday, Carmen?
Introduction.
Right, so I'm doing the sandwich, guys. Yesterday was the first piece of bread, and today is the second piece of bread in the OET sandwich, okay?
Make me hungry.
Yeah, which is called the requests paragraph, okay? Requests. But I want to quickly, before we do the requests, I want to review introduction. Let's review introduction. How many sentences do we have? Kim, Rukaya, Shara, how many sentences?
2.
2. Does everyone agree it should be 2?
Yes.
Yes.
2 is the best.
Yesterday I said 2. Okay, sentence
Yes.
1 is who?
Where?
Where and why?
Why?
Where and
Sentence
why?
1 is who, where, and why. I want to do a quick practice, very, very quick practice. Can everyone see this here? Oops. Right. Can everyone see?
Yes.
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 So, who is the patient, everyone?
Miss
Gerald Baker.
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 Where is he? Where is he?
Hospital.
In a hospital.
Why is he there? Why is he there?
Left total hip replacement.
Left total
With
hip
a left
ongoing
total.
Okay. So now, from that information, you guys, if you watched yesterday's class, you should be able to write me a sentence. Go to the chat and write me what sentence 1 of the Gerald Baker introduction. So I'm writing, regarding, write it down in the chat. Should be easy. Just go and write it as fast as you can as well. Remember, we said that in OET, it's all about speed for your introduction. Going as quickly as you can. Just write in the chat. I'm writing. Where's all these? I thought they would be faster than this. In the chat box, guys. Carmen, very fast. Nice. Okay, great, guys. Right, really got to be quick. Yeah, good. I'm ready. So, Carmen, let me read yours. Now, Carmen, is it due to or for? Due to or for?
Due
Carmen?
to.
No, this is planned. Always planned. You don't accidentally have surgery, right?
Oh, it's yeah.
So always for. Cat. Cat, you're saying I am. Cat, what's this? I am? Guys, can I write I'm like that? Is this okay? I'm. Is this good or bad, everyone? This is bad, right? So cat, I am. Must be 2 words, okay?
Yes, I know, just misspelling too fast.
And this is cat. It's my cat. Sorry, I thought it was a new student. Sorry, I thought, who's this? Okay, you know this, right? Okay, Noam, I'm writing regarding Mr. Baker. Capital letter, Noam. Don't forget the comma. I'm writing regarding comma. We need this comma, guys, as I said yesterday. Anna, I'm writing regarding Mr. Baker, who's admitted to the hospital due to he is ready to be discharged. Yeah, I was going to do the second one in a minute, Anna. Okay, Pew. Yeah, that looks okay. For yeah, total. You've got high blood pressure as well. Yeah, okay, Pew, I like that. Putting two things in. You don't need to, Pew, but you can put two things in, two reasons. I'm writing regarding Mr. Baker, who underwent total. Okay, so Priyanka, can you say hello? This is a nice one. Priyanka, can you say hello?
Hello.
So Priyanka, you did this. Everyone,
Yeah.
this is what you wrote. What do we think, guys? Is this correct? Does anyone see any mistakes?
Okay, I don't write left.
Do we need to write left?
Yes.
The
Why?
mistake is there is no
Yes.
way.
In the introduction, you don't need to. You could put that later on in your body paragraphs. But I need something here, though, guys. There's a grammar error here. I need-
Yes, article.
Right. Now, if we're going to say left, guys, I can say left total, but that's not actually the way a native speaker would do it. What would a native speaker do? They would put it here.
Surgery.
Yeah, go on. A total.
Surgery. Okay. Surgery.
No, you can just.
On his left leg.
Is it on or off?
On, yeah.
On
On,
or off?
on.
Well, no, because it's total. It has to be off. Okay. So off his left leg. Okay. So guys, we did this yesterday. This is your introduction paragraph. Who, where, why. Do it quickly and move on. Okay. Sentence 2. What is sentence 2? What is sentence 2? Sentence 1 is who, where, why. What is sentence 2? Anyway.
Purpose.
Yeah, purpose and, guys?
Letter type.
Letter type and purpose.
Purpose.
We need to move a bit faster now. So I'm going to ask just Omi. Omi, can you help me here?
Yes.
So Omi, same patient. Okay. What's the letter type, Omi?
Who will be responsible for Mr. Continued care in nursing home. Continued care
Transfer letter.
What's the
and
letter
discharge
type?
letter, yeah. And task for reader, yeah, continued
There
care.
is the purpose, isn't it? Right. So she
Yeah.
is right. She knows what she's talking about. It's just that's the letter type and that's the purpose. So Omi, I'm going to say he is scheduled.
He's scheduled to be discharged today,
Yeah, if you want.
No.
and now he requires your further or continued care. Yeah.
Guys, just take the words from the case notes. It's okay. In OET, you can just take the words from the case notes, okay? All right, so look, sentence 1, who, where, why. Sentence 2, letter type, and then give me the purpose, okay? Now, that was yesterday. Today we're doing requests paragraphs, okay? We're doing the requests. And I want to talk today about how do I write my request paragraph? How do I write this? Okay. What is, put your hand up if you know already, what is the #1 useful sentence? What sentence types? What sentence type do we use? Put your hand up if you know for requests. Like, there's two main ones, and you just use the same ones. It can be quite easy. Okay, put your hands up if you know what this is. Mustafa, what sentence type do we use for requests? Answer?
We use imperative sentences.
Thank you, sir. Mustafa, what is an imperative, please?
For example, please monitor his blood pressure.
Say that again, sorry, bad connection.
Yeah, please monitor his blood pressure and kindly
So
Before
please,
the
yeah,
visitors.
sorry, pronunciation, please. Sorry, I didn't understand. Yeah. So it might be please, please assist him. Does everyone see this? This is imperative. Why is it an imperative? Or
Because it's request.
go on.
Because it's request. We should write imperative.
If I say I buy coffee, is that a request?
No.
Elvina. Hello, Elvina. Tasnim, Rukaya, Rinsimol. Why is that not an imperative? What is it that makes this not an imperative? You three? Nothing?
Because it's not a request.
Well, look at the structure. This is the subject, right?
Yeah.
This is the verb.
Yeah.
In an imperative, do we need a subject in the imperative form? Everyone, do I need a subject in imperative?
No,
No.
just with verb.
Right. So when you delete the subject, that is an imperative. Imperative is asking to do it, right?
Yeah.
So I can say, Rukaya, buy me a coffee. Or guys, if I say, Rukaya, buy me coffee, is that nice to
It's
say
not
that?
polite. No.
Not polite. So we normally say,
Please.
Please.
buy me a coffee.
and this is the imperative form that you use in OET, okay? But you can't just write, please assist with wound care, right? That's too short. So what should I do? What should I do? It's too short.
You should expand it.
How can I expand it? Maybe comma, right?
With
Please assist with
conjunction
wound care and conjunction. And then
And-
what's next, guys?
and kindly supporting.
Now these days we try not to use kindly in the same sentence. Okay, so that's something that's changed recently. Please assist with wound care, and you might say advise on diet. This sentence is very, very useful for you because you can write it really quickly. It's very easy to make sentences. All right. Notice the structure here. We've got please. What's this, guys?
Verb.
Verb 1, 2, or 3. Ilyas.
Verb 1.
Verb 1, 2, or 3. Pew, Omi, Priyanka. Verb 1.
Verb 1.
Yeah.
All right. Like please, is it eat, ate, or eaten?
Eat.
It's
Eat.
Right. That's called verb 1. Please eat.
Yeah.
Present tense. Okay. Present simple. Okay. And then we've got comma.
Advise.
Then we've got the conjunction. And then we have.
Verb.
Verb.
1.
Well,
Now, the reason why this is so good in OET is that you guys are nurses. Very often you're going to write discharge letters. Okay? Not always, but very, very often you will write discharge letters. What do you notice about this discharge plan? What does everyone notice about this?
All the button one.
It's already,
all of them.
yeah.
it's already, very often, the discharge plans are already in imperative form. Okay? So it just makes it that little bit easier to write all your sentences. Look at this, guys. Look at this, right? I'm going to take all these, and Carmen is going to write a sentence with me. Carmen, it's very easy if we just use the imperative form with and. Okay? Carmen, look at this. Please.
Please.
What's next?
Monitor.
Monitor.
Medication.
Medication.
Now, well,
His-
one thing we
his-
always need to do is think about who does
his
it
medication.
belong to?
His
Right.
medication.
Her.
So medications for monitoring, you're normally going to say his or her.
Yeah, his medication.
Carmen, should I put Panadine Forte in? What do you think? Panadine Forte. What does everyone think? Should I put that in?
No.
No.
Nothing to.
No.
It depends. It depends on the situation. Think about the reader. Is that going to be, well, is that going to be, is it
Unknown.
Maybe me mentioned before, so we don't need to name.
maybe
right away.
Mustafa mentioned, exactly, guys. If you're not sure about this, the question is it needed? Is it appropriate? And if you think yes, you can put it in. Okay. If you're repeating yourself, Mustafa, I agree. We don't need it if you're repeating it from earlier. Okay. So let me take Ghoul, please. Sorry, I didn't see that you're here, Ghoul. And Sonia.
Yes.
So you're in your exam. Please monitor his medications. What's next?
And
Change this to.
Comma.
Yeah, it's comma. Don't forget the comma, guys. You need this comma. Very important.
okay.
And, sorry, and.
Caring
Then-
surgery, yeah.
Scanning.
preserve
Oh,
his
Scanning.
Watching.
Let me ask Ghoul. Ghoul, is that a verb? Preserve?
preserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's verb one
I
already.
can see.
Yes.
Sorry, I'll zoom in. Sorry. So, guys, we can say and preserve
A verb, yes, of
Preserve,
course.
yeah.
is
Preserves his skin
his skin.
integrity.
Full
Integrity.
stop.
Mm.
Finished. I finished. Okay. And then the next sentence. What do I say next sentence? Look at this. What if I say, please continue his exercise program, comma, and, guys, what can I say here? Change it.
Equipment required.
What do I say? Do I say equipment required? Is that a verb? Equipment?
Kindly.
No.
Try to avoid kindly here for this class. I know it's in my book. Guys, what can I say for equipment required? I could say note. What does that mean, note?
Not that.
Just now.
Note.
Inform, like inform.
And next thing, Anna, everyone,
Please note that
Hospital
the
will be
Equipment.
is
Required.
Required, yes.
now. What's wrong with this sentence? What's wrong now?
It's not. I think this one is not imperative because hospital will be provide for the patient.
Yeah, that's why we use note, right? If you use note equals you can know about it,
Yeah,
but
inform.
do not, but maybe you don't need to do it, right? So it's okay. That's actually okay. Guys, don't you think this is a little bit repetitive? Please monitor, please assist, please check, please manage, please treat.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
can't say that
Yeah.
all the time. It's bad writing, okay?
Yeah.
So what I recommend is you need to have two sentence types, right? One is the imperative type. What's the other type? Type 2.
Listing. Listing.
You can do listing. We'll talk about that tomorrow if I get time, or in this class if we have time. That's a great idea. You can do that with imperatives. But I'm thinking something really easy, guys. Look, subject plus verb with needs or requires. Okay? So, for example, this one, I'm going to change this. I don't like it. It's repetitive. Instead, Anna, help me out here. I want to start with subject and verb. Julie. Mei Ling, Shara. Start with the subject, right? What is the subject?
Please monitor.
Well, subject is like
Please.
He.
Mr.
right?
Mr. Baker.
Mr. Baker. So is a male. So Anna, look, he. What's my verb?
He requires.
Requires.
Or Anna, we could say he
Needs.
He needs.
needs. Okay. Now, do they mean the same thing? Everyone requires, needs. Is that the same?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. What do we call it when two words have the same meaning, almost same meaning?
Synonym.
Synonyms, right? They are synonyms, but there is a difference. Put your hand up. There's a difference in OET. Does anyone know what the grammar difference is here? Maybe you've seen my videos before. Yeah. Is that Rita?
Yes, please.
So what is the difference between these two in terms of grammar?
Okay, you see this one that requires
It's
Yeah.
something that he is required